And we're back. So anyway, like I said, I'm not afraid of demons. I'm not afraid of ghosts, spirits, any kind of creatures. I'm just not. Even evil ones. I'm not afraid of them because I'm not going to tell you what my reason is, but I have a reason, and I don't have to be afraid of them. But the Antichrist is a whole new ballgame. That's a whole new ballgame, and I'm not going to lie, I was scared. I felt terror move through my body. I did. And then you showed up. And you thought I just had, some guest over, That stupid thing. Gotta get back in there. and then you're thinking, I just have a guest over.
I didn't know.
Neither one of you are knowing that you're in the presence of, the Antichrist, Satan incarnate, Satan's son, Satan himself, whatever you want to call him.
Yeah, for real.
Was sitting here. Now, for whatever reason, he decided to exit. I don't know why, if it's because he couldn't show himself around yous. But now I don't know if he's going to come back.
Wonderful.
I don't think he would.
He's not going to show up at my place.
Where's the holy water?
All over. I got some above my head over there, and it's in every room. I don't need it, but it's for you people.
I'm astrolling to heaven tonight. I'm getting some peace. I'm getting some stuff.
No, the reason I think he showed up, honestly, is because why else would I keep having these dreams where I see him, which started just a few months ago.
Did you still not see his face?
No, when I came in, it was Barry next door. It was Barry. Yeah, and I just sat down, and he was looking at me funny, and I actually thought Barry was having a stroke. I didn't know what the hell was going on. And I'm looking at Barry, and, who I think is Barry is looking at me, and it just wasn't Barry. And then...
you were like, what the hell, Barry?
And then, just as you got to the door and were about to come in, he changed his form. So I turned my head to look at you, to tell you to come on in, and I turned my head back to him, and it wasn't Barry no more.
Right.
That's when it happened. So now I'm stunned at the same time.
Wow.
I'm thinking, did somebody poison my iced tea? Did somebody put some magic mushrooms in my iced tea? I don't do any drugs. I'm thinking, what's going on? But no, I mean, I'm just kidding. But now what I think happened is, now remember, I told you from the time I'm young, I'm having these dreams.
Right.
Of, being in this place, and that woman, Judy. Now remember, I said I started having them when I was a kid.
Correct.
Judy was always in the dream. I didn't know Judy until I moved to Florida. I didn't meet...
For real?
Yeah, so I didn't know Judy till years and years and years later. So what I'm telling you is, it's another way that dream is a real prophetic dream, because in the dream I'm always turning back to her saying, why are you doing this? And in my dream as a kid, I'm like, I don't know. When I would wake up, I'd be like, I really don't know that lady, but for some reason, she had this profound effect on me. Like, I'm really disappointed in her. Like, I know her, but I really don't know her. And then years later, when I moved to Florida, I met her. Yes. Yeah. And I told her about my dream. And I said, Judy, listen, in my dream, we're rounded up, and you're a guard at this FEMA camp, because at that point they're talking, it's Clinton, and he's talking about the FEMA camps and blah blah blah. And she goes, Judy, I'm not turning my back on God. And I said, Judy, in my dream you did. I'm just telling you.
You were given that dream to give her as a warning so she doesn't go through with
it. Could have been, but
then why the details about the escape? And
no. That's all going to happen. I'm telling you, I know it is.
Yeah.
Now, when I have these prophetic dreams, it always happens, but there's always something stupid that's off, something little that's off. And what could be off is maybe she just remembers me telling her and doesn't do it.
Yeah, maybe it's not. Yeah.
But there's always something stupid or little off. For example, I had this vision. I was driving, and a vision came that I was going to be hit by a car and killed if I didn't hit my brakes at that exact moment. But in the vision, I really am driving in real life. I'm driving.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden I don't see the road. I have a vision that I'm going to be hit and killed outside of Washington Township.
Right.
And in my vision, I saw the cars go like this, and they hit me in the middle, and I was dead.
Yeah.
And I saw these butterflies flying. There was all these little yellow butterflies. Well, I have the right of way. I don't have to stop. I'm driving, like, I'm blowing, however fast I'm going down the road. And something tells me, you know what, this vision's real. Stop. I hit my brake and car, just like that. Had I not hit my brake, I'd have been dead. I would have been dead. That also happened to me driving the back roads of Mullica Hill. You're going 50 miles an hour, and there's 3 places where other people crossing have stop signs.
Right.
And something told me, there's a truck going to come, and it's not going to stop. I hit my brake, a truck came, and it did not stop. He blew the stop sign. And I mean, it just happens all the time.
I'll never forget the time in Philly when I stepped off the curb, getting ready to walk into the main drag there, whatever. We were down on Jewelers Row.
Jewelers Row.
And cars were whizzing by. And I wasn't used to the big
Nobody
city.
believes this story, Lindy. They're not going to believe it.
I wasn't used to
And
the
I can't
big
blame
city.
them.
I was in awe. I look at
I
all
don't
the
believe
big
it.
buildings.
Yeah, sure.
Because I came from a little citrus town,
Yeah.
Florida. And I was just amazed at all the big buildings and the big city. And I wasn't paying attention. I stepped off the curb. Well, time stopped. Time stopped. She threw her arm out and pushed me back, knocked me back. All the cars stopped. Everything froze in time. Otherwise, I would have got mowed. Because the car was right. I should have been smashed. Run over. But because time froze, gave her enough time to knock me back.
Right.
And as soon as I got knocked back, after everything stopped, like it was, everything was stopped, like frozen, okay? And then they started moving again. The car went whizzing by, and I was I was safely off. But my heart, I'm telling you, I would have been dead.
Let me tell you about that.
And the sky, it looked like
something out of a movie. It was
like
the
a
only
portal
thing that moved. A portal opened up.
Yeah.
A portal opened up. It was the only thing moving.
I swear,
And-
I should have been dead.
Well, that's because we were at this window looking in, and I turned around to walk. It's only it's the width of maybe 2 sidewalks
Okay.
put together to turn around and cross the street, and all of a sudden I had a vision of her right then and there getting hit and killed. So when she turned around, she went to step off, and I I knocked her to the ground.
Yeah, you knocked me back.
I knocked her back, and this
with
car went whiz and
force.
boom. Because I knew she was going to be killed. And then, at that moment, and nobody believes me. And you know what? I don't blame them for not believing me. I either stopped time or something else did. But now let me get into that a little bit.
But I
I've
swear
never-
to God, hand on a Bible, this happened.
No, I swear to God,
I
too.
believe
Like, I'm not
you.
lying.
I believe you.
And I'm going to tell you something. That time stopped. The people that were walking, they were frozen. Cars were frozen. There was no sound. And I'm telling you, it lasted for seconds and seconds and seconds.
I'd say probably about...
Like, I can count it. I can count it. I can place
One down
myself
to
there right
one-
now.
one down-
No, I don't go like that. I'm like 1, 2,
No, that's about the length of it.
3.
It wasn't longer than that.
No, it was. For me, it was 4, 5. And then you felt extreme terror. Because you did not know if you were going to be the only one in existence on Earth. Like, what the hell was going on? And the only thing moving was the sky.
I felt
And this
extreme.
portal
I felt
opened up a circle.
I felt extreme terror because I knew how close I was to death.
All right, hold on. We're coming back.